Hey golfers, Craig with Single Length School, and in this video we're going to cover a topic I see a lot of. And I see a lot of single length or one length players that ask this question, but we're also going to cover how you can do it if you play variable length irons. So let's get started. So if you're new to the channel, haven't yet done so, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notifications bell right beside it. If at any point during the video you want to subscribe, hit my logo in the bottom right corner and that'll pop up and allow you to subscribe from right inside the video. Don't forget, you can check us out on social media. I'm going to pop up all of our social media links right here for you, and you can go check out the website singlelengthschool.com. So a question I see a lot of in some of the single length forums, some of the questions I get, and I see it a lot just in general with players of variable length irons. Everybody wants to know how to work your shot shape. You want to know how to draw the ball or how to fade the ball, and that's something we're going to cover today. There's a couple different ways to draw and fade the ball. One of the first things that golfers need to understand is to be able to draw or fade the ball, you need to have a consistent swing, and I don't want to say a fairly straight flight pattern. You can still do it if you tend to slice a little bit or hook a little bit, but the guys that are hitting the ball a little bit straighter, this is actually going to work a lot better for you. For you guys that slice, you're probably going to still slice a little bit, but not nearly as much, and occasionally draw the ball. And for you guys that hook the ball, you're probably going to see it come back towards the center a little bit more, still a little bit of a hooker draw, but not nearly as much, and occasionally a little bit of a fade. And there's three different ways that you can really do it. There's one where you can adjust and make changes in your swing path. There's one where you can set your body to do a draw or a fade. And the third, which is probably easiest for most guys, is to actually just adjust your club face. Now, adjusting your club face is not going to necessarily be controllable. The other two methods are going to allow you to control your draws and fades a little bit more. So what I'm talking about with your club face is, let's say you need to hit a fade. Well, one of the ways you can actually get the ball to move to the right is just open up your club face and then take your normal swing. That club face, because it opens up, that ball's going to hit on the inside, roll to the outside, and actually produce that fade spin that you're looking for. Now, it's going to go a lot higher and a lot shorter because you're opening up the club face, but you can do it that way. Same thing if you want to draw it. You can actually shut the club face down and get the ball to draw that way. Same idea as the closed club face, only it's going to hit on the outside and work its way to the inside and allow you to put the draw spin on it. As I said, it's not the ideal method, but it can be done that way. So for you guys that are looking for a quick fix to try, that may be the method you want to go to. Now, the next two methods, as I said, are a lot more controllable. And once you learn exactly where in the points of your swing or exactly how to aim your body, you can control it a lot more. So let's take a look at the second method, which is going to be controlling your club path. Now, for a lot of guys, you understand, and a lot of golfers understand that an out to in path is going to produce a slice type of spin on it. An in to out path is going to produce a draw type spin. And if you really over exaggerate it and you're not hitting the ball well, that's what turns into a slice or a hook, is your club path. So if you're someone that hits the ball pretty straight but aren't sure how to work the ball, you can do it. And here's a drill I like to give guys to learn how to hit a draw. So if you're wanting to hit a draw, I want you to make a figure eight. And what I want you to get that feeling of is swinging out away from your body on your backswing, and then on the downswing, come around and from the inside. And then go back around. So you're going out to in to create a draw. If you want to create a fade, you're going to go the opposite way. So you're going to come in to out. And if you do that just 3 or 4 figure eights in your practice swings, get that feeling and then take a swing, you're going to be able to produce that draw or fade that you want to see. All right, so let's hit one. What I'm going to do is work on hitting a draw here. So I'm going to go and work on this figure 8 to come in to out. And now that I've got that feeling, we're going to hit our shot here. And as you're going to see on the screen in the ball flight, it started to the right and was working its way back to the left. So it's a draw. Now, I want to hit a fade. So in my practice swing, I'm going to practice going back in and coming out over the top. So we practice it, we get the feel. And that ball's a little bit more straight, but the reason was the face was a little bit closed. So I go back to it, let's adjust it.
Nice little par 3 here. Let's drop this tee shot close.
So I'm going to go on this shot and work this figure 8. Work it from the inside out over the top. We're going to take our swing. And now that ball has a nice fade, a nice left to right. It's very controllable. It didn't move a lot, but it did give me the left to right that I was looking for. So that's method 2. Method 2 is get used to the figure 8. If you want to draw it, you're going to go out and come back in and go through and work that figure 8. Get that feeling. If you want to fade it, you're going to go in and out over the top. The important thing to remember is when you're doing it this way, you've got to keep that club face square at impact. That's what's going to allow the spin to happen. So let's look at method 3, which is aligning your body and keeping your club face square. So this method is actually the one I teach in my simplified single plane swing system. If you guys want to check that out, head over to the website, singleplaneschool.com. The link's down below if you want to check that method out. This way is actually a little bit easier because it allows you to keep your natural swing and allow you to swing on your body's angle. So for a draw, what I will do is I'm actually just going to drop my back foot, turn my shoulders with it, adjust my grip so my club face stays square, and swing along my shoulder line. By dropping that back foot and swinging along my shoulders and through the ball, I'm going to come into out. If I want to fade it, I'm going to drop my front foot back. Again, keep that club face square and swing along my shoulders, and that's going to get me out to in to produce that fade. So let's take a look at it here. So we're going to hit the draw first. So I'm going to set up in my normal stance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my right foot, adjust my grip so that club face stays square, and I'm just going to swing along my shoulder path here. And I pulled that one, but after the pull you can see it was moving to the left. So I did hit a draw with that. Now let's look at a fade. Again, the same thing, same principle, only we're going to drop our front foot back, angle our shoulders with it. Now, important to keep your feet square to the ball, pointing at the ball. Don't adjust your feet because that's what's going to have you pull it. So keep your feet square, adjust those shoulders, adjust that grip, and on this one, we're just going to swing with our shoulders. That's going to bring us out here. And that one starts to the right and it fades to the right. Now, I exaggerated my feet just so you guys could see it up on the screen here and see the shot path. But what you will learn if you go with this method is you don't have to drop your feet a lot for some guys. Some guys only need to take your feet from even and parallel and drop your back foot maybe an inch or 2 inches and swing along that path to produce that draw. Some guys, if you have a big over the top and really slice the ball, you're probably going to have to drop your back foot even more to correct for that. So, again, for me, I'm just going to drop that back foot just a little bit this time. Keep that face square, turn my shoulders so they're square with my feet, and swing along my body. And see, I didn't have to exaggerate that one because I know how far with my feet to adjust to hit a nice little baby draw, nice little butter cut, and it's all based on my feet. So guys, this is how you can find 3 different ways to hit fades and hit draws. Now, what I recommend is you go out to the range, go to the course, and find what works best for you. Like I said, some guys, they're just going to rely simply on shutting the face or opening the face. And that's okay, it's just not going to be as controllable as the other 2 methods. Some of you guys might prefer to try and change your swing path. And that's okay too. Now that one is a little bit harder because now you're creating another type of swing that you need to learn and master. And that's okay if you want to do it that way. The preferred way for me is the 3rd way, by adjusting my feet, lining my shoulders with my feet, and swinging along that shoulder path. And as I said, that 3rd method is the way I teach in my simplified single plane swing system. You guys, again, check that out if you want to. But that's how you can learn to hit fades, draws, learn how to control the ball better. And by controlling the ball better and being able to hit these fades and draws, you're going to learn how to golf smarter, not harder. And when you do that, you're going to lower your scores and lower your handicaps. So again, thanks for watching, golfers. I appreciate it. Smash the like button down below if this tip helps you learn how to hit a draw or a fade. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell. And as always, guys, until the next video, I'll see you in the fairway.